Okay, and welcome to the math answers for the Packet 1 from Delgado Adult Ed online classes. So if you're here on our website, if you go to math materials, you can find the same things which I've sent you. So if you did your addition, subtraction, or multiplication practice, that's just straight computation. And so if you did it online, it should have told you if you got an answer right or wrong, and it would have told you what the right answer was. If you saw underneath there, they have an option for submit another response. You can always retake a quiz if you get a score that you think is too low. But probably retake it before you look up the answers. Okay, so I just want to go through for right now, to keep this first video a little bit short. We're not going to go through all the computation down here. We'll make some separate videos, and if you're attending the live classes, we'll work through some problems together, just like we would in class. But what we're going to do is, if you have your math packet, you received a graph of the weather in New Orleans for a couple of weeks ago here in April. And the thing about this sort of a graph is that when you're taking the test, your HiSET or whatever sort of test, you can get really tricked up real easy when they have a lot of information. And so that's what we're looking at here. You can see that they have dates and days of the week and times and temperatures, and they have these icons, and there's some that are high, some that are low. You also have this line, this graph to kind of help you see hot to cold. And then down at the bottom, we have the wind and the direction of the wind. This would be like the speed of the wind at these different times during the different days. And then over here, you can see this is kind of the average that our temperatures are falling in right now. I would have to say, I would agree the weather here has been gorgeous. So if you want to do it on your packet, here are your questions. I think this is a bit small, so when we work through it, I'm going to work through on the Google form. How was that? So I'm going to jump over the forms and let's get these answers out. I guess we're going to do two separate videos actually. We'll do the weather graph explanations, right? So you're in your weather graph form. You would type in your name. So my name is China. And then you can see your graph is there in your form. And it says, well, what's the lowest temperature on Sunday? I did this exercise with some students earlier today, and they were like, no, the lowest temperature is 57. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not on Sunday. That's over here on Friday/Saturday and over here on Tuesday, right? That's the lowest number on the list, but that has nothing to do with Sunday. So you got to make sure you find Sunday. And we see here Sunday is right here. These 4 blocks pretty much right in the middle, right? And if I look on Sunday, I have some low temperatures and I have some high temperatures, and the lowest one is 72. So it doesn't matter that that's a higher number than 57 because it's the lowest on Sunday. All right. The next question says at 6 a.m. on Saturday, it was what? Well, so I have to go back and find Saturday at 6 a.m., right? Well, I have a moon at 12. And at 6 a.m., I have that sunshine, right? But if I accidentally look on Sunday, 6 a.m., I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to think it was cloudy. Or if I look on Monday morning, it was also a different type of temperature, right? So we can find the 6 a.m. We got to make sure you find Saturday, 6 a.m. And that one's right there. And so it was sunny. All right, the windiest day. Which was the windiest day? Well, they have the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. I think the 12th is like the coolest number because it's usually spelled with a V, but then they make it a, like knives, like that sort of a deal, but it kind of goes in. It's not the same rule because it's not like it's not plural and singular. But anyway, I think that's cool. And so, well, what day was the windiest? So for this graph, you could very easily say, oh, these pictures have wind, so I'm going to say Monday, and that's a mistake that some people might make. But we really want to look deep into our chart, and if you look down here at the bottom, they have wind in the miles per hour, right? So if I look at these numbers are the miles per hour of the wind. So I could see that on Saturday at 12 a.m., which is midnight, the wind was blowing at 4 miles per hour, which that's not that strong, right? That's a nice soft wind. But if I look here for the highest number, I have 28, and that was on Sunday at 12 p.m. at noon. And if you were in New Orleans, you remember we had a really, really windy day that day. It was surreal. It was cool. So that day, that number is higher. So that's already my highest number. And if I look at this, I have 12, 20, 28, and 16. And all of those numbers are pretty much higher than most of the numbers in the other sets. Like I have a 14 here, but then I have 2 10s and a 4. So for the whole day between the blue lines, the windiest day, and if I calculated the average, it would be for sure, would have been Sunday, April 12th. All right. Okay. So what day was the hottest? Okay, we have Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And one of my students was really, really smart, and he said, the hottest, it was 88 degrees, though. It was 88 degrees on the Thursday before the Friday, right here. He's looking right here at the beginning of the chart. And that is true. The hottest day listed on this chart was Thursday at 88 degrees at noon. But if I look on my answers, I do not have Thursday as an option. And I don't have an option that says none of the above, right? If I had none of the above, I could pick that. But that's not here. I have to choose between Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So which day was the hottest? So let me go back and disregard this 88 degree temperature, right? And I'm just going to look across, and I'm going to look for my highest temperature up here next to that. Well, I see that 82. I don't see anything else higher than 82. So 82 must be the highest temperature on Sunday at noon. On Sunday, April 12th at noon, it was 82 degrees, which is the right answer for the question which we were asked. We weren't asked what was the hottest day on the chart. On the chart, yeah, it's Thursday. There's the 88 degree day over there. But that's not one of our options. Out of these days, what was the hottest? So Sunday. And so what was the average temperature on Monday? All right. Well, that means we have to know how to do an average. And do you know